All right, it's March 28th here on Lake Conway. Just got off work. Gonna see if I can't go out there and find a few fish. Gonna start out trying to punch a little bit. Sun's been up. May try a chatterbait. We'll just kind of see what happens, and hopefully I can get on a few. All right, there we go. Heck yeah. Man, first little cast in there, baby. Here we go, we'll punch some fish. Maybe just speeding by them. They don't want it that way. Man, they're just not grabbing it like they normally would. That one did. Hey, there we go. All right. Didn't even have that sucker hooked hardly at all. Well, we might get a couple fish out of this anyway, huh? All right, another punch of fish there. Just had this little low mat. Oh yeah, there we go. Up the top of the mat. Just under the surface. A little damage to that one's gill. Getting better as we go. All right, April 10th. Me and my boy Larry, we're up here at Atkins. It's a tad bit windy out there on the main lake, so we're gonna try to get one of these coves over here by Lucky's Landing, see if we can't get a few fish. They should be pushed up, should be spawning. We'll see what we can do. All right, got one on the fluke. Not a bad little guy there. First fish of the day. Shit. We'll see what this motherfucking pole is made of today. Oh yeah, baby. sir. There we go. It's a good one. I knew they'd be back here in the junk. They in the jungle, baby. Hell yeah. I'm really shocked that I not just break the pole on this guy. Woo! And here spawning just like I thought. There we go. We might have found something. See, you got that on the water bug there. Big girl. Probably about a solid 20 and a half, maybe 21. We'll see. Still fat, full of eggs. She's in there doing her thing right now. We'll get a picture and get her back. Oh yeah, baby. Ah. Lost another one. Oh my God. It broke my rod, bro. Wasn't even that big a fish. You gotta be kidding me, man. All right, Larry, let's see what you got. Oh, Larry done found him a good one. 20-incher, huh? Tell us how you caught it, bro.
A waterbelly red 10-inch worm.
10-inch worm. All right, man. Let's get the release. Put her in there. There she goes. All right, man. What's up? It's been a while. I've been on the road fishing tournaments. Been to Florida. I've fished locally here at Lake Ouachita recently. Had some footage on the phone and the camera that I want to put together. So you saw 2 days there. One was afternoon after work on Conway. The other was from this past Sunday over at Lake Atkins. So, you know, the punch and bite is still a thing on both of those lakes if you're finding vegetation. Right now, the water temperature just has not been steady. So anytime we're getting sun, those vegetative mats are getting heated up, and those fish are getting under them because it's warmth. So I think some of those fish have already spawned in both of those lakes. There's still, you know, some fish that are going to be pulling up to spawn that haven't spawned yet. The ones that I found at Atkins were on the edge of that creek channel, and they weren't anywhere else really. I caught that one fish on a fluke up by Lucky's Landing. Then we moved to the other end because we just weren't having that much luck over there in that clear water. Saw a bunch of beds, but they were empty. Figured we'd have better luck just going down there where the water's a little bit more stained. You know, just try to punch in some of that vegetation and some of those bushes. And sure enough, there were some fish hanging on the edge of that creek channel. They haven't pulled up just yet in some of those areas. I think, you know, this weekend, if you're able to get out on Atkins, will be great. You know, I also shared some things that didn't go well, right? So, you know, I think a lot of folks think, you know, when you're a pretty successful tournament angler that things just go well for you all the time, and that's not the case. What you guys saw in that video, missing a fish, which was my fault because I should have changed that plastic out after I caught that bigger fish. Before that, I knew that it had ripped a little bit, and when I set that hook, that plastic, you know, kind of curled down onto the point of the hook, and that's why the hook didn't penetrate the fish. So that's just being lazy and not changing out plastic. The fish that I broke the rod on, my fault again. Every pole, you know, I don't care if it's heavy or an extra heavy, has a breaking point if you're dangling a fish up with it. And you can see from the footage when I set that hook, that fish comes out of the water, and I'm, you know, sitting there dangling the fish essentially when that thing breaks. I was probably a little too close to try to just jerk that fish in a boat like that. You know, if I was a little further away from the fish, you know, I probably wouldn't have broke that rod. So again, that's my mistake, but learning points. And I'll tell you, the local event I recently fished on Ouachita, I had things like that take place during the day. I didn't break a rod, but I lost several fish, and still was able to kind of just, you know, put that aside and keep fishing and go find a pattern. I lost my 5th fish 3 or 4 times before I actually landed it, you know, in that tournament recently. So sometimes it's just about, you know, going out and practicing like I did this past Sunday, having some of those mistakes take place, and just, you know, knowing that, hey, that kind of stuff's going to happen. Just put it behind you and keep grinding. So I did want to talk about the rod that did hold up for me, is the Duckett Green Ghost. Again, I had this paired with just a heavy 1.25 ounce with the jungle hook and the water bug D-bomb, and just punching those in those mats. That's what I'm getting most of those fish on. You know, I was really trying to actually get away from that. I wanted to throw a chatterbait, wanted to throw a fluke, but that's what they wanted. So, like I say, never argue with the fish. The Old Town autopilot, you'll hear that beep, that click as I'm in the video there. That's me adjusting. And, you know, in the wind, when you want to move the front of that kayak and reposition, it's so much easier with that remote and not having to sit back down and pedal and do all those things like you would with a pedal kayak. So, highly impressed with autopilot. Still using the Ampalsher lithium. Y'all give them a follow, give them a like on Facebook. Y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. You can find me out on Facebook and Instagram at Garrett Morgan Outdoors. So till next time, y'all tight lines, and I'll catch you later.